drawing, sculpture, decorating, arts and crafts. These are all the peaks of the culture of the Great Steppe. Textile and felt processing, hunting and carpentry, as well as jewelry. All of these things are the treasures of our national identity. You can watch this program about the precious heritage of our nation, which has come down from many centuries, in the program KazArt on Kazakh TV. Nurgisa here is showing us how to play the swan kui composition. In order to play with the two strings of the instrument, we will surprise a lot of people. In this, we can see the kui composition. The Kossaz is the Kazakh national instrument with 5 strings. Among the people, this is called a two-body framed dombyra, the two instruments, or a two-dombyra. The first person who has expertise in this instrument is the ethnographer Omar Kaymoldin, and the sounds were made by Boltabai Kabaldanov. The first inventor who invented this instrument is the culturally honored person of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the craftsman, Altynbek Kumarov.
Енді мұла өнерге ең біріншіден келуім жаңағы музыкальный инструменттер, аспаптар жасау өзіме жаңағы қызықты болды да, осыған өзімнің жаңағы бәр тәнімді де.
I've had an interest in art from my musical instruments. I was interested in making national musical instruments as well. Currently, I fully work in this sphere. I have remade an instrument which was forgotten. One of them is the Kossaz instrument.
Жоғалып кеткен, ұмыт болған инструменттерді қайтадан қалпына келтіруінде осы дейін әлі де жұмыс істеп жатқан жағдайым бар. Енді соның бірі бірегейі Kossaz деген аспап.
This instrument was used by musicians on the stage, and it was not easy to make it again. This instrument, which was made for the first time by Altynbek, received criticism from art historians. They told that it was not a Kazakh national instrument. Some of them even threatened to send him to court.
Kossaz жасап болғаннан кейін, оны енді біреулер, ой, бұндай инструмент болмаған, бұл аспап болмаған, оны қайдан тауып алдым деген әңгімелер басталды. Содан жаңағы енді
First of all, I started from this dombyra. I produced a dombyra for small kids. The dombyra for little children is divided with their age. And then I stopped with this Kossaz instrument. When I finished this instrument, people told me that we did not have such an instrument. Where could I get it? They started to ask so many questions. There was a person named Omar Hayam. He told me this is a Kossaz instrument. He was 80 years old at that time and died at the age of 115. He helped me a lot. Those years, people told me, where do I take this instrument? And they frightened me with going to court. I was 25 at that time. The first instrument which I made was played by Boltabai Kalganov. We went to Tajikistan and Uzbekistan with a concert. People there received us warmly, and this instrument was shown great interest. They asked us, did we really have such an instrument? And I shared with them the thoughts that probably our ancestors left this instrument as a heritage. I explained to them that this instrument was of the Kazakh people, and then I went to get it licensed. Unfortunately, they were not able to give a license to this instrument.
Біздің атымыздан шығар деп ол кісілер жаңағыдай сондай ұсыныс берді. Бірақ бұл жоқ, бұл қазақтікі деп, сол қазақ жаңағы ұсыныс бердім. Жаңағы жазып, оның қалай шығуы, оны ойына алуын, соның бәрін жазып, осында авторлық право беретін жері бар ғой, соған бердім. Бірақ ол кісі айтты ғой, мұны бере алмаймыз деп.
Kazakh people have, for the most part, refused this Kossaz instrument, and the Turkic people have wanted a license for this instrument. But the history of the instrument was solved in Moscow. The man who could not receive support from his nation went to Moscow to take a license for the instrument. The craftsman received good news from Kremlin.
Істеген домбыралар түрлі жаңа өнер шеберлерінің, мысалы музыка шеберлерінің қолында пайдаланылған көп домбыралар бар. Сонымен қатар мына Kossaz деген өзінің авторлық жаңағы инструментесі.
Currently, the dombyra instrument of this person is also a Kossaz instrument, and it is authorized to play in the KazArt music band, and other people play this instrument as well. We have a musician called Dastan. He is the first person who played on the instrument. He played in front of Ozbek Ali, Janibekov, and Nergisa Tilindeyev. And the instrument, which was made by Altike, also was played by other musicians such as Smatai. We saw them. The craftsman has made so many things that we are really not able to count all of them.
Солар тартты. Енді оны өзіміз көзімізбен көрдік. Енді біздер көп жылдар уақыт өткеннен кейін қаншама заттар істелді. Енді оның былай қарағанда есептеп саусақпен санап беруі мүмкін емес.
Енді бұл аспаптың несі тарихына қатты білетін болсақ, бұның бір философиялық мәні бар.
If we stop at the history of this instrument, it has deep philosophical meaning. When Altiken invented this instrument, he saw the dombra playing of Nergisa, and he played on the two dombras, and the idea came to him. Why not invent a double dombra? His teacher Omar told him that this instrument was played by Kobe and Abu Shakir, grandfathers. Later, Altiken made an 80-stringed instrument. I played on that instrument. The researcher and ethnographer Omar Kaymuldin, as well as the well-known musician Baltabay Kabuldanov, the craftsman Altenbek Kumarov's works were appreciated. As a result, the Kossaz instrument found a place in the Kazakh musical world and has become a national instrument.
Алтикең жұмысының ерекшелігі ол ұлттық нақышында. Ұлттық нақыштағы және қазақтың ұмытылған мына саз аспаптарын адырна, сосын жетіген, мына Kossaz, қобыздың бірнеше түрлері.
The uniqueness of Altiken is the national ornaments. The instrument, which was forgotten, such as jetigen and different types of Kossaz kobuz, have been made by the craftsmen. We graduated with Altiken University together, and we studied in the department of the reproduction of metal. He has a talent in jewelry art as well. We made jewelry then from the blacksmith, and we made swords and other type things. Typically, his main compositions from the structure are similar with the Sachs period of products. His ornament shapes renew our ancestors' works again and again, and he reproduced the development of this art.
Бірнеше жаңағы қолданбалы зергерлік әшекейлер, жаңағы сосын үлкен қара темірлерден түрлі сауыттар, түрлі жаңағы со қару-жарақтардың да түрлерін істеді.
Көпшілікті болғаннан кейін гармониялық үндестік басым. Домбыраға қарағанда гармониялық үндестігі басым. Бұл өзің айтқан, бұл техникалық шеберлерде.
As this dombra has a lot of strings, it sounds very harmonious. You can play it as classical music as well. And any kui composition can be played on this instrument.
Біздің жағы сол бұраудағы күйлерде аққу, сүгірдің аққуы, көп қой күйлер.
The musician Dastan put a lot of effort into this Kossaz musical instrument. He is a magnificent player of the instrument, and Altenbek has made this instrument, while Dastan is a musician who has played on this instrument in front of people.
Біз ең біріншіден осы аспаптың ыңғайлы жағын қарастырдық. Алтекеңе де айттым, мына жағы ыңғайлы болу керек, мына жағы ыңғайлы болу керек, мына жағы секірген кезде сол ыңғайлы.
We have a musical education course, and we teach at the college. We have to show people how to play on this instrument to let other talented musicians take part. Currently, we consider this instrument from the side of convenience. It should be convenient to play. The bridge should be under the strings, and our friendship in our community is very strong. Baltabay, my teacher, has played professionally on this instrument, and he was the first one to play on this instrument. I played on the 9-stringed instrument with compositions and poems. This instrument is similar with the guitar as it has many strings. It should be played in harmony, not just playing on this instrument. Altenbek is making his next Kossaz instrument in his workshop. Currently, there are a lot of craftsmen who make Kossaz musical instruments. But Altenbek has become recognized with his own signature, making a Kossaz instrument, and his works are highly sought after in our country.
Бұл қоспас аспабын жасауда ең бірінші оның шаблоны дейді, соны жаңағы чертежін сызып алып, содан кейін оны жаңағы материалға.
Subsequently, first of all, it should be drawn with a sketch of a Kossaz instrument. The way of making this instrument is similar with a dombyra. The wood and the structure is the same with the dombyra instrument. The Kossaz instrument can be made from the whole piece of wood or from a piece of wood.
енді бұны Kossaz'da енді жаңағы тұтастай шауып, ағаштан шауып жасауға болады, содан кейін құрап та жасауға болады. Бұтте мұнда мына шертер, үстіңгі жағы шертер, астыңғы жағы алты шекті домбыра. Мына шертерді бір домбырадан айырмашылығы.
Now it has been finished. Here are 6 strings. And the uniqueness of this instrument is from the dombyra, and the cover was made from leather. The housing of the Kossaz is covered from the leather of the goat, which was cleaned and worked out. It shows the uniqueness of the dombyra as it sounds. The leather cover also makes a pleasant sound for the instrument.
Оның өзінің жаңағы ерекшелігі, жаңағы домбырадан ерекшелігі басқа даңғырлап шығады. Терінің несіне, жаңағы резонансына байланысты, жаңағы басқа өзінің дұрыс әдемі бір қоңыр дұрысы бар.
Other instruments can also be made as well in the workshop of the craftsmen. All of them were produced from the dreams and deep thoughts of Altenbek Kumarov. Here is the Jibek, the musical instrument which you know.
Аңызда бір үлкен кісінің 7 баласы болған. Сол 7 баласының бірінен кейін бірі.
There was a legend about the origin of the Jibek. During the time of famine, the father had lost all of his 7 sons, one after the other. After the death of each one, he pulled one string on a piece of carved wood, and he was playing a kui, which after he is known as the 7 kuis of Jibek. As I heard this legend, I made a cradle Jibek instrument.
Жаңа бесік, енді бала болғаннан кейін бесік қой. Сол бесікке осындай жаңағы шығармашылығым осы бесікке алып келдім.
The Kazakh people have also traditionally had drum instruments, which were forgotten. And to produce these instruments, it is required for our generation a lot of research. Altenbek works very hard to reproduce these instruments.
Қолымда отырған, алдымда тұрған егіз қобыз. Енді қобыздың әр түрлері бар. Нар қобыз дейді, қыл қобыз дейді, шаң қобыз дейді, үлкен қобыз дейді, кіші қобыз дейді.
This is a twin kobuz instrument. There are different types of kobuz. We have a nar kobuz, a kil kobuz, a san kobuz, a large kobuz, and a small kobuz. We also use a twin kobuz for our compositions. It was made from a whole birch tree with various ornaments. The strings are also made from horsehair.
Томарда кесіп алып, содан жасалған егіз қобыз. Бұл тұтастай. Тұтастай, жаңағы қылы жаңағы жылқының қылы.
Altenbek is a talented artist and a designer, and he also has a lot of talent. From this, we can see that the Kazakh nation is a unique group of people who come from one tribe.